Hey, folks, good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, we're going to work together this morning just for a brief minute. I'm trying to get some posts up there, trying to put some posts online. I am your host, BKP. We are actually posting this morning our March Madness. In 3 weeks, all right, I put this online this morning, and folks, I'm sorry, I'm just not ready. Had an internet problem this morning, had to resolve that. So I hate to see you come on line here with me, and I'm still trying to work on some things. But just like that, okay? Now, some of us are going to be accused of not taking this serious, coronavirus serious. We're going to be accused of that. Hey, you guys are not taking it serious out there. But just like that, okay, and I say it just like that, we're canceling March Madness fans. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to an Elite Eight, a Sweet 16, March Madness fan? NBA canceled. Now, I will get taken to task for this for a reason. When I say that, I hope I'm coming through loud and clear. Give me number one. Let's look at just a couple quick things, okay? The Centers of Disease Control, CDC, same CDC where this little doctor is running the world. The Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, estimates that swine flu infected nearly 61 million people in the United States and caused 12,469 deaths worldwide. This is in the United States. Worldwide, up to 575,400 people died from the pandemic swine flu. There's a couple words in there I want to open up with. One being pandemic. Now, I didn't write this. You can find this on the internet just like I did. The other one is, well, several words, but the CDC infected 61 million in the United States and caused 12,469 deaths. Close to 600,000 people died worldwide from the pandemic. Now, I tried to rack my memory yesterday of how fast we were trying to create. This is my government scares the hell out of me, okay? You can put this all over this segment, and I want to open up just like this. The government is scaring. I have to tell you how fast in 3 weeks the world has been manipulated into billions of dollars of new spending, okay? Right here. Crashing the stock market, looking for a recovery plan, for businesses applying for new loans and giving family leave and unemployment, extending unemployment benefits. So they're anticipating the major layoffs are coming. The job reports are going to go the wrong directions. That's what they're anticipating. I'm telling you, globalist to Trump, this is how fast we can change things. Globalist to Trump. Get reelected and try something. Now, let me say this. Let's just get it out of the way. Obviously, Joe Biden is a bumbling, stumbling idiot. Sorry. He is a bumbling, stumbling idiot There are all kinds of people out there, not in the corporate, corrupt mainstream media, deep state media, corporate, corrupt, deep state media, however I put it. But I'm telling you now, they think they can, and this is very serious. They could get Joe elected, the globalists can. They could put him in the Oval Office, give him a drool cup, yes, and let him go all day long. I'm serious. And they can get things back to what they call normal. Pandemic. March Madness. The Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Just let all this soak in right here, what I have on the screen. I do not remember us closing schools. I do not remember us shutting down the NBA. Okay? March Madness. Let's go to number 2. You get in trouble if you call it the common cold. In the course of a year, people in the United States suffer 1 billion colds. According to some estimates, children have 6 to 10 colds a year. The symptoms? Sneeze. Oh, by the way, I'm self-quarantined this morning. I have hand sanitizer here. So if I just actually even come in contact with myself, Trump hat, headphones for some music, t-shirt I'm going to tell you about in a minute. Last night I pulled out the whistle. Ooh, sorry, don't do that again, right? How many of you have dogs out there? Put them next to the computer. I got the whistle out for the NCAA. I'm going to have to call the game. Anyhow. 6 to 10 colds a year kids have. Something is bad up here, folks. Bad. In 3 weeks, government control. Okay. Number 3. Are you serious? Are you serious? Number 3. There you go. Look at, are you really serious? I'm downstairs counting my toilet paper. I'll tell you, panic buying. Okay. Number 4. Now, I'm going to take this in a direction you're not expecting in a minute. All right. Here is the coronavirus. Here of the number 14. Shortness of breath, cough, fever. If you get the coronavirus, this is zombie apocalypse. Is that what it's? This is Walking Dead. Seriously, we have watched so many of these damn shows. Okay, so number 64. Are we serious? How coronavirus changes the world? Not Tom Hanks. Oh my God. March Madness. 46. World turned. From the New York Post there. World turned upside down. NBA suspends the season? Really? Where will that little short guy Spike Lee sit? I wonder if Spike wants a refund on season tickets. Wonder if we'll see the NBA stars on the breadline. Number 29. Countries with the most coronavirus cases. We are down there. We're sitting number 8. We have 1,312 coronavirus cases with a backdrop of all the Chinese people wearing the face mask. Now, if you get the virus, I had a picture here. I want to see if I can find it. All right. Here is the recommendations. I mean, they've gone crazy. But let me tell you something. I'm going to go somewhere with this that I want you to be at the end of this when I end this first segment and go to break. I know it's already 8:15. Number 15. Now you look, this is MSNBC, 4:22 a.m. Central Time, 5:20 in the morning. They're going crazy. Preventing the spread of coronavirus if you are sick. Avoid public areas, transportation. Avoid them. Wear a face mask. Just stay home. We are so broke. We are trillions of dollars in debt. Trillions. And we are getting ready to borrow billions of dollars. I wonder who told us we needed to borrow billions of dollars to overreact and panic and tell people to stay home. 16. How to protect yourselves and others from coronavirus. I want to ask you this morning. I'm very serious. I'm taking this as a serious tone this morning because I really want to ask you, during the swine flu that killed 12,000 people in this country, did you see these warnings? Did you see press conferences hourly? Now, let me ask you a question. Stop and think about it, because I'm going to tell you, this to me is scaring the hell out of me, not the coronavirus, just how fast the government is ready to take over. Now, I know we are Trump supporters. You can't see it. I'll get a picture, but this is my Make America Great Again Trump flag over here, okay? But this is how fast government shuts everybody down. Government tells you where you can go, where you can't go. Government gets involved. Now, they're going to say, well, no, wait a minute. The government did not tell the NCAA they couldn't sell tickets. Folks, I'm going to look at you and you look back at me and you think about something. This right here that you see, coronavirus, is enough for the NCAA. It's all about the money to shut down $200-300 million in profit, whatever it is. You think about that. Now, we have two choices. Either this virus is the real deal and we're all going down, or something else is going on where the government is controlling us within 3 weeks. I was saying 2 weeks. Within 3 weeks. Number 16. You got it there. How to protect yourself and others. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact. Stay away. Cover coughs. I coughed 3 times this morning and sneezed twice. Oh, hell, I'm going to self-quarantine. Stay home if sick. Now, you have businesses out there that are trying. What happens? How bad do they intend? How deep do they intend to crash this economy if given the chance like this? Stay home if sick. If you are on the other end of the phone and you pick up the phone and you're waiting for shift change, and somebody calls and says, look, I coughed 3 times and sneezed, I could have the coronavirus. No joke. Can you tell this person you better get to work? It's absolutely ridiculous. Number 17, NCAA to hold March Madness without fans. Now, let me say this, okay? Let me say this. I've got it here somewhere. Let's go back. I want to do right here, number 31. Large gatherings should be canceled due to coronavirus outbreak. California Governor Gavin Newsom says the organic, whatever the hell, the up there in Oregon, no gathering of more than 250 people in Oregon for 4 weeks. California's instituting the same thing. No gathering of more than 250 people in Oregon for 4 weeks. You know, somebody working at a Waffle House in Canton, Waffle House, may have tested positive. They don't even have it on the list as positive. May have tested positive for, and this is in Canton, Georgia. If you're watching nationally, this is in Canton, Georgia. May have tested positive for the coronavirus. Okay, and you know what? Now we have a teacher that may have eaten at the Waffle House where this employee worked. And that's being discussed, whether to close the school. In North Georgia alone yesterday, schools from Pickens County to Towns County, Union County, all over, they're putting their coronavirus, okay, response sheet out for all parents to know if they call for an immediate 14-day quarantine of the kids and shut the school down. You see, they're shutting down schools next. All over, you're going to see schools. When they shut down schools, somebody can't go to work. Little kids or whatever. There's not enough daycares. Okay? So somebody can't go to work. Just think about how this is rolling. Now, Trump has canceled some events. Hell, you say. Yes. Let's go back. One more thing. I'm going to get out on this, and we're going to take a break, and I'll be right back. Let me say this. What you are seeing now is the reason they want to take your guns. When they look at you and say they don't want to take your guns, I hope right now that it's not that you don't take coronavirus serious. I think right now, I hope the government is scaring the hell out of you of what has happened in 3 weeks. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that when they stand on that stage and say they're going to take your guns and we have a pandemic and we're defenseless, yes, it could happen. Look at what's going on now. You're in your home and told not to go out, where to go, where to eat, where to park, where to wash your hands, where to whatever. You better think about this and take it serious, not the virus, the deep state government. Because let me tell you something, if they're not sending a signal right now, you can call me anything you want. But if they're not sending a signal right now that they will crash this economy and send it into a tailspin, oh, you got another thing coming. Let's put up one more time. Number one, and we'll take a quick break. Number one, the disease, the CDC estimated nearly 61 million people in the United States caused 12,469 deaths, the swine flu. I don't remember any of this. I don't remember closing this down. We're going to talk about the NCAA, and then we're going to talk about the elite Republican, establishment Republicans trying to pass themselves off as grassroots. Oh, you're going to want to stay in this for Kelly Loeffler. You're going to want to stay in this because I had one of those elites go, oh my God. They're going nuts because I used the picture, and I will tell you about it later in the show. Hey, I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show, and March Madness. There you go. Obviously, you'll be able to stay home and watch. No fans. Who's that trombone guy going to get all worked up about Who's the band going to get all worked up about? Damn it. Take a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower truck prices? Consider it done. Get huge truck month savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, like over $12,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than $8,000 off new 2020 Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV has a huge Days discount during truck month. So get into Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick out your Chevy truck, and let's get this done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, Rope Line Kelly, that's what we call her a couple things. Rope Line Kelly, Kia Kelly, because she went and bought a Kia and wanted to lead the people of Georgia to believe this is not a Corona. I like a good root beer in the morning, so I went and got me a root beer. I like a root beer. Cane sugar. This is a good root beer. Cup of coffee. Now, a couple things you're not able to tell 100%. That's the way you could text me right here. You got something to say? Say it. I mean, I get tired of people. Don't just say it. There it is. Email. Now, I'm going to take a better picture of the lighting. I've got a glare. This is my mega flag. One of the viewers bought me this flag right here. Mega. It is the tank. It says Trump. I got it hanging up here. Trump's up there. You're fired. It's my mega flag. I put it up. If you want to send me something, I can't guarantee it makes the wall. I mean, if I have to say, if it's good, it can make the wall. I don't know how to put it. But if you would like to get on the wall somewhere, and we'll take pictures, put it up, just text me. Put that back on the screen just for a second. Text me right there and tell me you want to put something on the wall. Now, over here, which has a little glare, and I'll take a picture later, this is the Rat Pack, okay? This has got Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, Joey Bishop, the Rat Pack. There are the Sands in Vegas, the original chips and some cards, and the autographs of each and every one of them. That's the Rat Pack there. If you don't understand that, you may be a little too young for the show. So let me hit a shot of my root beer. So we got a couple things going on before we get into our next set. Oh, Kia Kelly. So Rope Line Kelly Loeffler, the created candidate, and we caught on. They're mad. They are flat out angry because we caught on. They put out their grassroots, 159 county, and I think if Stacey Abrams, is it 59 counties or Glasgow County? Remember the one that Stacey Abrams made one up? But anyhow, they put out their grassroots coordinators for each county. Now, okay, Joe, I can't say it right now. If you are on, you're going to want to stay put because I'm going to tell you and Joe Biden cleared the way, I can say this. If you are on the Kelly Loeffler grassroots coordinator or whatever, county director, if you're on that list, there's a possibility you made a second list. And I'll tell you, have an elite establishment. We're going to go at the end of the show. Let's go around 9:20. I'm going to do a full segment on it, so stay with me. But a couple things before we get into our March Madness. Hey, you know what? If I'm Corona, what do you think out there? I do not drink. No, I don't. I don't drink. But if I'm out there and I'm Corona, wouldn't you have the Corona fan pack? Like, wouldn't you sell the Corona fan pack right now? If you have to stay home and drink, maybe it's not a bad spot. All right. So do you remember over in and you might have put we're going to talk about this, just say, you remember over in Murphy, North Carolina, it created a national stir, the Squad. Remember the Squad? Okay. And there's the 4 horsemen cometh are idiots, signed the deplorables, Cherokee Gun in Murphy, North Carolina. Remember the billboard, and they freaked out over it. Okay. They made this guy take his billboard down. Well, anyhow, that's Doc, good friend of the show here. We have a couple. Now, listen, if you want to give something away, I mean, I think, is it, who's on the show? I don't want to get it wrong. Are they Square Shooters or who is it? Text me who that is. I don't want to get it wrong. But this is Murphy, North Carolina. This is the T-shirt here. Cherokee Guns, we will defend our rights against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Good time. Cherokee Guns, Murphy, North Carolina. Put the if you text me at this number, I have about 6 or 7 of these shirts. I'll send you one, okay? 706-889-9700 Cherokee Gun. If you text me, I'll send you one of these shirts. Now, another thing I got up here, you got and I want to give another shout out. I want to give another shout out because this is this is a scary time right now. Straight Shooters, thank you for your support. Got the hand sanitizer in case I come in contact with myself. This is my Trump hat. I got this. Actually, I think I got this for Valentine's Day. How's that? Huh? Boom. There's my Trump. I have two. One red and one blue. Sorry about that. So let's move right along and get into it. Now, March Madness. I want to do this for a reason. So yesterday when the NBA, all right, number 68, all right. And so again, let's call this March Madness canceled. Let's see. Is this really March Madness as they cancel March Madness, right? What the hell? I love it. All right. Now, I love the NCAA. Oh, somebody wants a shirt. All right, slow down there, Baba Louie. So anyhow, I love the 64 teams. I love March Madness. I love college football championship game night. I like that. But folks, they're kids to me. They're, 18, 19, 20 years old. The expressions, okay? Come on, I'm not going to get ugly, but who remembers when Chris Webber at Michigan called a timeout and a technical and they didn't have a timeout left, right? Who remembers the Christian Laettner buzzer spin for Duke, right? I mean, March Madness is amazing. How about the kids that are like the 14 seed and they upset the first number 1 seed? I mean, who goes the distance? It's amazing. The sweat is pouring off these kids. Their heart is on the floor. I know I'm going overboard, but I love it because these kids want to win. And the bands are playing and the crowd is pumped up and they're feeding off the crowd. They're feeding off of it. And the band, and they know they got no timeouts and they know they got to inbound it and get it down the court and call timeout as soon as they cross the line. All the above is stripped away. Really? Really? Now you were talked into probably in your city in participating tax-wise to build these monstrous stadiums. Yes, you were somewhere, or maybe you participated with your tax money in these monstrous parking decks next to these big, enormous domes, right? Just because it says Mercedes-Benz Dome, hold on, root beer time, doesn't mean they own them. Now, let me get to that. NBA suspends season after testing positive. They test positive. Where's my other one? All right, now 64. Look at that. Empty seats. March Madness going to be canceled. Where is the statement? Number 60. A unified front. Professional sports leagues temporarily limit locker room access to players and essential staff. Get here. Hold on. Number 59. Major League Baseball hopeful but bracing for disruption in early season games. Okay, I have, hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find one more before I go to it. All right, so go to number 8. All right, put it up there, number 8. So have you been thinking about your favorite March Madness moment, your team? What is the memory you have? Now, so let me tell you this little story. I will not bore you, I promise. A little story. At this time, I'm working in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's 1998, Greensboro, North Carolina. So I get tickets. I think it's the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8. I think it's the Elite 8 at the Greensboro Coliseum, all right? And you always have to go to Stamey's Barbecue outside. So we're at the Greensboro Coliseum. Great atmosphere, North Carolina. Great atmosphere for college basketball. And in the first game, my son and I are there. It's 1998. I take my son to the game. And in the first game, it's North Carolina, and we have, I think, it's Rasheed Wallace, Stackhouse. I mean, it was a bunch of stars for UNC on that team that year. And they're playing Michigan State, and it's the first game of the night. There's 2 games that night. They're playing Michigan State. And it's packed, and we sit in the nosebleed and watch North Carolina take on Michigan State and win. But after that game, all right, the place somewhat emptied out because it's mostly people from North Carolina, and they did not want to stay and watch Washington State and UConn. All right, the Huskies and UConn basically left the place close to empty. All right, not totally, but close. So the point is, my son, we were able to go all the way down close to the floor and watch this game right here in 1998. As you can see, there was 4.2 seconds left on the clock. It was 74-73. Now, I want to do this just for one reason, okay? I'm just going to play a minute and a half. Stay with me. I'm not trying to bore you, but I'm really concerned on what's happened in the last 3 weeks. So let's go and play that video. You have it timed where I want it, right? Go ahead and play that right there, if you will.
Under a minute remaining, the number 2 seed in the East in a real battle. We avoided the temptation to say dogfight with the Huskies of Washington. Out of bounds, last touch by Elamine. 21 on the shot clock, 44.5 in the game.
And Watts put it out in front. And Khalid Elamine right on the money here. Tries to get the call with that personality. And Don Rutledge not buying.
Timeout Washington. Washington, the Huskies' biggest deficit was 9 with just more than 10 minutes remaining.
Well, they got the 2 big guys in. They got to use them. Do a high-low. Otherwise, it jams it up unless they pick and roll with the bounce. They go for Luton on a double.
Donald Watts. That's for the lead.
Stepping up. Nice.
Washington leads for the first time in the game. Timeout, Connecticut. 29 seconds left.
Has that been solid all game long? Watch the answer. High voltage, Washington.
And they do to Elamine.
He likes to dribble drive using a high post pick. Hamilton off the basketball, getting himself set. 1-4, Sean. Try and turn the corner.
And spreading the court for Elamine. 10 seconds remaining. Elamine off to Bosco. He was brushed. The shot wouldn't drop. Hamilton! No! Another tip! No! Hamilton off the buzzer! Yes! Yes!
I was at that game. That was pretty exciting. I'll never forget it. Never will I forget that game. Now, did you hear the fans? Did you hear the excitement? Now, like I said, the game before that was North Carolina, Michigan, 1998 in the Greensboro Coliseum. A lot of the North Carolina people went home. So my son, we were able to go way down, and we watched that game right there. Buzzer beater. I'll never forget it. That's my favorite game of all time. I was right there. I watched it. I keep saying that. I mean, you know, whether this is important, you know, what about the dads that are going to take their sons or whatever? Folks, stop and think. Did you hear that excitement? Did you see who are the kids playing for? You hear the band, you hear the excitement, you hear the fans. And the NCAA has canceled fans. No fans. Only certain family members, as I understand, right? Will the band go? Really? I'm telling you, folks, what I just thought of what I played, it did not happen. Go to number 1. Okay? Didn't happen. You don't even remember the swine flu for the most part. Sadly, 12,469 people died. That's very sad. But not even comparable to the flu. And I'm telling you, you need to be afraid today. Very afraid, my opinion, of the deep state and what the government and what the media has whipped into a frenzy and turned out in just 3 weeks. And you don't think they want your guns? You have places where 1 mile, New Rochelle, is it? New York, a 1 mile radius quarantined. You have the government telling you what to do. You have a government in Oregon saying, and California, you cannot have, and it's getting ready to go national probably, you can't have a gathering of over 250 people. Well, you know, I'm glad I'm not the dad that's having to explain to his daughter why the wedding has been canceled. Or maybe you want to be the dad that says, honey, you know, that 300 people you wanted at the wedding at 20 bucks a plate. Dad was sweating that. So I want to take an extra precaution. You can only have, 10 to 20 people at the wedding. Let's take a break. I'm getting too worked up this morning. I have too many concerns on what they're doing to crash our world and our economy to try to send Trump a signal. Okay. And that's my opinion. You don't have to like it. If you look at the show, damn it, it says my opinion. Okay. I think he's being sent a clear message. Don't prosecute this one. Don't do this. Don't do that. And if we can collapse things and get Joe Biden in there with a drool cup to just sit there and do as we tell him, then things in their world will be back to normal. Take a break.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Lower truck prices? Consider it done. Get huge truck month savings at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Like over 12,000 off new Silverado crew cabs or more than 8,000 off new 2020 Equinox. Every Chevy truck and SUV has a huge Days discount during truck month. So get into Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Pick out your Chevy truck and let's get this done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, we're back. I'm sorry, I was just checking something out. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's online morning show. Yesterday, I came in contact, had hand sanitizer. It was over the internet. Can you get the corona over the internet? If I would post that, I heard crazy ass people or believe you can get the corona, but I had hand sanitizer in case I come in contact with myself. Came in contact yesterday with a rope line Kelly. I call her rope line Kelly because she puts a rope line up. Leffler, you're not getting, you will see when there's a rope line or there's a, she is a created candidate and you don't get to talk to her. And the media that does talk to her, like Greg Bluestein of the AJC, they are forewarned. Is that what it's called? They get the warning, mess up, and you don't get another question. I'm serious. You will get cut off. So, that being said, I came in contact with an elite establishment Republican yesterday. I call them I like one hashtag is Buckhead Barbie, but I call them the girls in pearls and the guys in tuxes and bow ties. Not my crowd. Okay. Not my crowd. All right. So I was going to show you something else. All right. Put on the screen. First of all, yesterday, we have the apps. You're seeing that. So put that up. Do you have the apps? Do you have that picture for the apps? There you go. You can now download our app, Google Play, Apple Store, Apple TV, Roku, if that's what it's called, Roku or whatever it's called. Amazon, you can download FYN TV. Go to Google Play, put in FYN TV. You'll find the app. Go to your Apple Store. I'm not an Apple guy, so that's in place. Now, the other thing is the Sunday morning edition. That's going to take place on Sunday morning, 6 a.m. Sunday morning. There will be, that is actually the website, FYN Sunday edition, okay? And what that is, it's going to start this Sunday. If you would like to get involved, we'll give you the number in a minute. Like if you have a favorite recipe, maybe your church has a recipe. If you have announcements from your church, if you have announcements from the community, your community announcements, maybe there's an interesting story in your area that you think somebody ought to if you have a storyteller, we're going to do videos, everything. Okay. That being said, the Sunday morning edition will not have politics. It will not have arrest records. Okay. It will not have drug bust. Will not have political ads. Actually, I told you this story the other day when I told somebody it would not have. They looked at me and said, coming from me, really? All right. So I want to tell you, we sent out our newsletter blast, okay, to let people know it was coming. And I like this because this email we got back is exactly why we put this together. Can you put up number 69 there? All right. This is an email. So we sent out a blast, local breaking news, exciting new site launched this weekend, FYN Sunday edition, where you wake up with a nice read from FYN, your favorite local community news. And we got back, I don't know Dolly. Okay, hello, Dolly. I just wanted to do that if you're watching. We got this back. This really is great news. I'm looking forward to reading all positive stuff. Thanks, Brian, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly. All right, Dolly, let me just tell you, I appreciate you putting my name in there, but, well, I did think of it. No, just joking. There's an entire staff working on this. There's several people working on this very hard to develop this project, and I want to thank each and every one of them. And I'm going to give a shout out to Lonnie. Lonnie has been with the FYN organization for several years, and he is excited to head this project up. And Lonnie, as you know from Friday's show and reading his articles for years at FYN, will be heading this project up. So we want to thank you out there, Dolly, for getting it. That's exactly what this is going to be. It's going to be enjoyable. Now, last but not least, a little fun here. I said yesterday, I love this staff. I really do, man. What am I supposed to say? They're great young people. Because kids, if I say they're great kids, then that doesn't imply they're adults and, live in an adult world. So they're great young people. So yesterday I demanded, yes, I made demands, that I get a magic 8-ball. And that's how we're going to start answering the questions. Do you have that? Can you show the world? There you go. Boom. Just like that. Destiny said, you asked for the 8-ball magic. Boom. There it is. It appears. So I will start asking the 8-ball these questions to get some solid, serious answers. What I like most about it is for ages 6 and up. Got it. Right? Take that down. Thank you they're a great staff. We have a lot of fun. Now, coronavirus and what we were, I guess I'm supposed to tell you. Am I supposed to tell you this? Right? Am I supposed to tell you number 9, Harvey Weinstein sentenced to 23 years, and he says thousands of men are losing due process. I'm worried about this country, he said in a closing statement yesterday. He got sentenced to 23 years. I guess I'm supposed to announce that in the Me Too movement. I guess, we stopped saying things around the office. We put a list of things you can't say anymore. You can't say baby cakes, Remember we used to say baby cakes? Hey, baby cakes. No, I'm just joking. Damn it. You people are just whacked out there some days. So you can't say baby cakes. You can't say sweetie. You can't do that. Sweetie, can I have another cup of coffee? Well, hell, you're in court just like that. Boom, you're in court. Boom. What the hell I do? I just asked for a second cup of coffee. Just saying. Now, I want this job. I want to do it. I really want to do it. I want to do it. 48. They still got this guy or lady in the courtroom. This is how Harvey looked as they were reading the sentence to him. I mean, Harvey, you look rough there. I want to do it. Is that the little charcoal that real quick? I got to get this done. It's going to go on national TV. Just a minute. I got to take pictures. All right. So there you go with Harvey Weinstein. All right. So I'm going to tell you something. We don't have an office like that. When I say that, we're not in the city. So let me explain. I'm not talking about, we're not in the city where we're not on the 15th floor and we've got 20 offices and we're got 60 people there, or whatever. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, I guess now saying, what are you doing after work? I forget Weinstein. I'm not going to go into whether he's innocent, guilty, slime ball, or whatever. I'm just thinking, can't say, hey, what are you doing after work? Okay, so now let's start a new segment. Ready? Aim, new segment. Okay. All right, this guy right here is running the world. I mean, this is a short little guy, number 7. All right. And I've heard his name pronounced Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci. He is the National Institute of Allergy and Infections Disease. He's the director of it, Dr. Anthony Fauci. Now, don't know the guy, obviously. Never met the guy, obviously. But all of a sudden, within 2 weeks, this guy's running the show. He's got everybody canceling everything, and he is running the show. Now, I don't know if he's bad or good, none of the above. But Dr. Fauci says it. There you go. Now, my interesting thing is, did we rush? I've shown you this. Let's go back to this. Go to number 1. Okay. Okay. 12,469 deaths. Swine flu. Okay. Pandemic. Okay. A world pandemic. Okay. And did we rush for a vaccine? Now, I'm not anti-vaccine, but this right here, this whole thing with this coronavirus, rushing for a vaccine. So let's play the clip. Do you have the one of him yesterday that you took out of an article I gave you of his report to Capitol Hill? If you have that clip, could you please play it?
The NIH is involved, as you know, in understanding the pathogenesis or how these viruses work, but also in developing countermeasures. Given the limited time, I would like to have my remarks confined to 2 aspects. One is the development of vaccines, what's the realistic expectation, and the other is the development of countermeasures in the form of therapeutics. With regard to vaccines, as I've mentioned publicly many times, we were able to very quickly go from an understanding of what this virus was to what the genetic sequence was to actually developing a vaccine. But there's a lot of confusion about developing a vaccine. In the next, I would say, 4 weeks or so, we will go into what is called a phase 1 clinical trial to determine if one of the candidates, and there are more than one candidate, there are probably at least 10 or so that are at various stages of development. The one that we've been talking about is one that involves a platform called messenger RNA, but it really serves as a prototype for other types of vaccines that are simultaneously being developed. Getting it into phase 1 in a matter of months is the quickest that anyone has ever done, literally in the history of vaccinology.
Vaccinology. I watched that just to learn vaccinology because I don't know anything about no damn vaccinology. Well, let me tell you something. We are rushing for the vaccine. You're buying it. Okay? You are buying it. We are rushing to close schools. We're rushing to end. Now, let's go here just a minute. Let's go through. And we're looking for a vaccine. Now, let me run through the hysteria, okay, out there. Number 68, we already said that. NBA suspends season after player tests positive, 68. Okay. What about the guy going down the steps that says, beer here, right? Beer here. You know, those concessionaires, is that what they're called? They show up, and I think they make, I think they make a percentage of their take. They get loaded, they go down. I think they do. What about the thousands that go to get the hot dog and go over to see if they can put 9 million jalapeno peppers on it? Right? Just saying. Oh, yeah, this is the hysteria. Let's go through it. Number 67, NBA suspends season after player tests positive. There you go. Number 66, Trump's mixed messages on coronavirus. We have thousands or hundreds of thousands of people that get better just by, sitting around and even going to work. Some of them go to work, but they get better. They're going to get better. There's a death rate. Number 65, coronaviruses. Total cases, number 60. Yeah, you got it there. 1,273 tested and detected, 1,200. So you got 30 dead up here in Washington State, 1 dead over here, 4 dead, 2 dead, 1 dead, 31. There's 2 right there that are dead. Just dead. 30, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. It looks like 40 are dead. Not 12,000, 40. 64, how coronavirus changes the world. 63, futures pointing down after another big drop. Crash the market. I'm telling you, this is globalist to Trump. Oh, yes, you better pay attention. Number 62, coronavirus impact on campuses, colleges, transitioning from in-class to online for now. Going to return those dorm checks. Going to return the dorm money. It's crazy as hell, folks. Crazy as hell. Happened in 3 weeks, folks. 3 weeks. You look at this. These are not small names. Notre Dame, okay? USC. 61. Dow ends 11-year win streak as outbreak. Outbreak. And you want to tell me this is not all staged and set up? We already talked about this one. Number 60, there's the announcement from baseball and professional sports league temporarily limits. Yeah. Okay. Number 59, we told you about the little kids. Major League Baseball is hopeful, right? Number 58, Twitter requires employees work from home. What the hell's happened, folks? Number 57, Wall Street Journal, U.S. to ban travel from Europe for 30 days due to coronavirus. Number 56, this is MSNBC, U.S. to ban travel from most of Europe for 30 days. Number 55, House Dems, look at this. House Dems release coronavirus aid bill, offers paid sick leave, free testing, unemployment insurance. So I could just say I have the corona. Who's going to check if I'm over it in 72 hours? It's great. Now, here's the one. I know this is not America. This is Italy, okay? But 54. 54 would happen to be the police officer. Italy on lockdown as coronavirus deaths mount. Look at, they're on lockdown. A police officer is telling them where they can go. Number 53, House Dems introduce coronavirus aid bill. Now, what if we had 30 deaths? 30? Families First Coronavirus Response Act. Serenity now. Serenity now. Really? Emergency paid sick days. You're going to be over it in 72 hours, damn it. Coverage for testing, food assistance, unemployment insurance. Woo! 52. 52, Trump administration official on House Dems aid package. Speaker Pelosi's package contains proposals on some of the critical issues that the administration agrees are important. I'm just going to tell you, I'm a Trump supporter, but I tell you what, I'll bet you they got his attention. Number 51, the deep state. We're going to see what happens here. We're going to see what happens. 51, Dems White House race to strike deal. Now, they got Nancy out of the home, right? Got her up. There she is. They helped her put her clown makeup on. Coronavirus aid. You know, if the coronavirus, which being if the coronavirus affects 60 and over, I tell you what, we could lose a lot of government officials real quick. 50, Dems White House race to strike deal for coronavirus aid. Okay, we went over this earlier. We're just going to put it back up into this segment. Number 49, avoid public areas, wear your face mask, stay home. Number 47, pandemic, New York Times, Trump will restrict travel. We did this already. We just go for it. New York Post, number 46, MSNBC, world turned upside down. Here are the evil ones that are participating in manipulating the country and trying to. These people are, I'm telling you, they are happy if they know they're crashing the Trump administration and you and I out here. They will happily see the death toll rise to get what they want. Number 45. Who else? The World Health Organization declares coronavirus a global pandemic. 44. Now, Jonathan Turley, not Turley, my apologies to Jonathan Turley. Jonathan Lemire is on MSNBC, Associated Press, facing virus outbreak. Trump's tactics fall short. You know, if Trump lives, let me just say this. If Trump lives, you do know he shook hands with Doug Collins. You do know he encountered people around the coronavirus. He continues to shake hands. If this guy lives, like if he lives through this, it'll be a miracle. 43. Jonathan Lemire. Number 42. NBA suspends season. NCAA bans fans from basketball tournament. 41. College closings. More than 100 colleges cancel in-person classes and move online. Number 40, coronavirus pandemic. Congressional doctor expects 70 million to 150 million people in U.S. will contact coronavirus. Well, stay right there for a minute. 40. Don't forget that. Go to number 1. Is that the one? Number 1? 440. That was the swine flu. I'm just racking my memory. If you can help me this morning, remember when this pandemic on the screen over here, this pandemic, if you could tell me when it went to, DEFCON 5 or whatever it is, like now, with 12,469 deaths, and this one is up to 30. All right. Go back to number 40. 39. Globally. Okay. Globally, coronavirus global is 126,000 cases. They get cases, okay? So why don't they put up 126,200 cases, number of deaths, number of recoveries? See, if you get the coronavirus, and I'm not joking around, being very serious, if you get the coronavirus right now, and it lasts for 72 hours, 5 days, we'll give it 5 days. You stay on the cases list. You stay on it. Why don't they have a subcategory like 126,200, okay? And then here's the ones that are over it, that have survived. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, if you just take 4,600 deaths and subtract that, you get the number. No, not exact. Let's put out, okay, let me say this. Well, you're saying, yes, you do. You get the number. No, you don't get the visual, okay? There should be a visual there. Not everybody's going to go do the math or think about it. You need the visual. They do this on purpose on TV to create a visual for you to see. Remember that, okay? All right, so let's go to, 116 countries, 4,600 deaths worldwide. It was over 12,000 in just America swine flu. Coronavirus, let me give you one more, okay? Number 33, Sanders to press on with campaign despite losses to Biden. Now, Sunday night, excuse me, they've already announced, see, there's that cough. Sorry, folks. I get the hand sanitizer out every time I cough and I just do. I told you, I'm actually hand sanitizing if I come in contact with myself. Just don't be going around touching yourself or anything, right? So anyhow, let's say this. They've already said the debate, okay? The debate Sunday night, there'll be no audience. No live audience. And my joke yesterday was including the two in the debate. Nobody would be live. All right, so do you think they're setting up to cancel this debate Sunday night? I think so. Conspiracy theorists out there will tell me that, I'm reaching. If you're new to the show, you better get ready. I reach a lot. But I'm reaching here. How better can you isolate your bumbling idiot candidate than to have a pandemic at an opportune time so your dumbass candidate doesn't have to go out in public or answer any questions or be around the media? Huh? Pretty good for Joe right now, wouldn't you think? All right, so let's go to number 32. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson. If they live, will they report if they live? Number 32. No, not Tom Hanks. I heard there was going to be a Forrest Gump 2. No, man. We went over this 31, the government, large gatherings, right? Here's the government getting involved. Went over this one. We went over this one here. We won't put that back up. We already did that one. Number 27, the last thing before we go, everyday life's changing due to coronavirus. The government, everyday life's changing, right? And number 46, not 26, 26, 26, breaking news. World Health Organization declares coronavirus a global pandemic. Oh, God, they love that. Number 25, Pearl Jam. Say it's not so. They're canceling. CNN is going to get to the bottom of everything. Number 24, CNN, a global town hall. A global town hall. Coronavirus. Facts and fears. Tonight at 10 p.m. 23, coronavirus hits supply chains. 22, coronavirus disrupts St. Patrick's Day event. There's going to be a lot of sober Irishmen on that day. Say it's not so. I mean, come on, let's get real. St. Patrick's Day? I mean, you live to put like green food coloring in your beer, don't you? 21. Marge, will you get me a beer with the green food coloring? It's just not the same, Marge, as with the guys at the bar. I know I mismade a sexist comment asking a woman to get me a beer. What the hell's wrong with you damn people? 21. Late night show tape without live audience. I thought many were taping without live audience already. Oh, it's the saddest thing. Number 20. This is all that remains of Tom Hanks and his wife. Hanks says he and Rita Wilson contracted it in Australia. Crazy. March Madness. This is our March Madness show. Number 19. Coronavirus on Capitol Hill. Congressional staffer who works for Washington Senator Cantwell tests positive. You know, that would be a bad joke, wouldn't it, if you called your boyfriend and said, guess what? I tested positive. Oh, crap. He's like this right here. For coronavirus. Oh, thank God. I'm sorry, Ben. I have bad jokes someday. All right. CNN in on it. There she is. WHO, World Health Organization, officially calls coronavirus a pandemic. Number 17, he's at the gate. He wants to get in. NCAA to hold March Madness without fans. Look at that. He wants to buy tickets. We already went through that. We want to go through. Here's the symptoms once again. 14. Cough, fever, shortness of breath. Now, Bill Cairns, this gets me. This guy's supposed to do weather. Number 13. Since the first case, healthcare system capacity is on the dotted line there. Flattening the curve. He's supposed to be doing the weather. Number 11, Trump, coronavirus risk to most Americans very, very low. Here's Bill Cairns again, number 10. He's supposed to be doing the weather, but no, he's over here doing coronavirus curve charts. We started out with Dr. Anthony, number 7, Fauci, rushing for a vaccine. Rushing for a vaccine. How about you go cure cancer, right? Why don't you cure cancer, all right? Why don't you fight to stop abortion, period? I mean, I got a list of things. You can work on diabetes. You can work on cancer. You can work on, well, there's a whole list. Number 4, why are these shelves blank? Why are we panic buying? Number 3. So let's put number 7 back up. Dr. Fauci, you got to remember, this is, to me, everything we just went through, to me, is the reason you need to double down on your defense of your Second Amendment rights. Because if your Second Amendment goes, your Fourth Amendment goes, your First Amendment goes. In 3 weeks, you might say to me, well, Donald Trump didn't come out and tell me I couldn't do this, that, or the other thing. There's always the other thing, this, that, or the other thing. Nah, he didn't. But guess what? In a roundabout way to government, okay? They're talking about, let me give you a couple points I heard this morning. The lost time. What if Trump would have addressed this from the beginning? School closings, the Sunday night debate, we talked about that. Trump is canceled, right? His Milwaukee Trump rally. Told you, didn't I? Told you a couple days ago. This is deep state to, this is a direct statement from the globalist and the globalists that run the world to Donald Trump, is my opinion, okay? The Milwaukee Trump rally is canceled. The Florida rally is postponed right now, but they're considering the Trump rally canceled there. Panic at the Disco. Where will the fans and the bands play? The Corona Fan Pack. They're doing it on purpose, folks. Look at the concessionaires. The jobs around just NCAA March Madness. The fans and the bands, the Corona Fan Pack. I'm going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Too Close to Call. I promised you that yesterday. And tomorrow, Friday, let's make sure, well, no, we'll wait till Monday. Monday, we're going to break out the Magic 8 Ball. Okay, that's Monday. I'm sorry for all. I didn't buy an 8 ball. I bought an 8 ball. Get over it, will you? So, and then tomorrow we're going to be at Circuit World. I don't know. Are we going to have to cancel this? I got to get on the phone with the Cub fan and everybody. I got to see if everybody's all nervous, if they got their hand sanitizer. Take us to break, and then we'll come back and talk about Kelly Loeffler. Why not? I do it every day.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I went and got an orange soda. Now, this is an orange soda. Kel likes orange soda. Wouldn't know who it was? You guys don't remember that. But I had to go get I had a root beer this morning. I got an orange soda. I have my own beer fridge. I just have no beer in it. Seriously, I do. I'm the only guy that has a beer fridge that doesn't have beer in it. All right, so what is today? I sent you a picture there in the studio. If you get it, go ahead and put it up, because right here I have my flag and you can't see it. And I'm letting it lay out for a couple days before I'm going to pull it tight. Over here is the Rat Pack. Now, if you would like to put something on the wall, I can't guarantee. I can't. If you want to, put the number back up. Text me and tell me you want to put something on the wall. How about this? Send me a picture of what you want to put on the wall. I don't care if it's down here, down here, down here, where it's at. I'll make it. But you can't get your damn feelings hurt. That's what's wrong with this country. I'm concerned if you get your feelings hurt. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. If you send me a framed picture of like Fred Flintstone, right on the wall, baby. Immediately. You got to have Barney Rubble too. Throw Wilma and Betty. They were not bad looking cartoons. Just, oh my God, you get all bent out of shape. That could make the wall. But if you send me something a little too artsy, you get it. There you go. Send me a picture. You want to put it on the wall, let me know. This is the Rat Pack. This is an example right here. If you want to send me like, you know, an autographed picture of like Derek Jeter or something, it could go on the wall just like that. Bada bing, bada boom. This is the Rat Pack. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Peter Lawford, and Joey Lawrence. Oh, my God. I tell you, when I went to an auction one night, silent auction, and I wanted this right here. You ever get the if you could live at a time? Right there it is. Right there it is. For me in America, right there. All right, so maybe I got to get serious. Oh, do you have that? There it is. You got it up. That's it right there, folks. That is what this looks like. That is the Donald. That is right over here. Right there. Boom. That's the Donald. He's on his Trump. That's it. In fact, leave it there until further notice. That's what stays up during, you know, maybe I start doing a segment called Let's Save America Together. Write that down. That was off Let's Save America Together, and then we'll throw Donald up. How you like that? Write that down in the studio, damn it. Make sure you're jotting this stuff down. All right, anyhow, so today is crossover. Leave the Donald up. In Georgia, leave the Donald up there. Today in Georgia, it's Thursday, right? Is today Thursday? Yes, yesterday was Wednesday. Crossover day. Now, what does that mean? Okay. And we'll talk about tomorrow morning when we open the show. We will talk about, and when we get a chance with the All-Star panel, what crossed over. So today, I had it up here earlier. I'm going to send you this right here, okay? And this is going to freak somebody out today. I think it will, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, Dusty, I just sent you another picture, and I want this one when we get the opportunity, okay? I'll let you know. All right, today is crossover day. And crossover day at the Capitol means in Georgia, if you're listening national, it's when the Senate chamber on this side of the hall and the Georgia House on this side of the hall, they finalize voting on the bills for this session, all right? And they go to the opposite chamber. So today, if your bill that you're keeping an eye on, we don't have enough time. I should have done some more on that. I'm sorry. But if your bill that you're keeping an eye on does not make it to the opposite chamber, so if you have a Senate bill, okay, SB, Senate bill something, something, and you were wanting it to get to the House, I will tell you this. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but if your bill has not come out of committee as of yesterday, slim odds. Now, you can follow your bills and see there. You can go right to the Georgia House of Representatives. They got a Senate side, and they got you can check out every bill. But if your bills have not made it out of committee, oh, don't put that up. Take that down. I mean, I'm glad you did that, but you're going to get me in big trouble already, okay? I mean, I can understand. I said, God bless Nikki Haley, but let's stay with this. Slow your roll in there in the studio. Anyhow, if your bill did not get out of committee, odds are they're not going to be on the floor today to have a vote, period. So at the end of the day, we will see midnight tonight what crosses over. Now, there's a possibility here, and we will do it tomorrow because we're going to see. I don't want to count the chickens, but there's a possibility here that House Speaker David Ralston is doing more to look conservative and fulfill the promise made to Georgians as a conservative than the governor. Just wait. They voted on a tax break as they promised. The sanctuary city law that the crazies have gone after. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Governor Kemp has promised tighter immigration. He hasn't even spoke about illegal immigration since he became governor. But anyhow, so crossover days today. Now, let's get to this. Let's do another segment on its own, all right? Ready, aim. So the other day, I put up, okay, a picture on Facebook, all right? Nikki Haley came to town. We're talking about rope line Kelly Loeffler, okay? Now, Kelly Loeffler, I am not, and this individual yesterday, that I'm not going to mention the name, the individual yesterday that is very upset with me about her, Kelly Loeffler, they created a candidate, period. And this individual says, my hate-filled rants. Now, I don't hate anybody, okay? And that's what she gets out of what I've been talking about is hate-filled rants is what she said to me. And I think that was right after I called her an elite establishment Republican that thought she was better than me. Might have been somewhere around there. So the other day, Nikki Haley comes to town and she endorses Kelly Loeffler, senator, and they have their girl power, Powder Puff Girls. The Powder Puff Girls got together. There's a new one. And Nikki, there's Kelly Loeffler and the Powder Puff Girls. I love that. So they get together and they take a picture and they make sure they have an Asian woman, Black, Latina. All right. Powder Puff Girls. The Spice Girls. Hell, I'm on a roll. So the Spice Girls, they get together, right? And so I said exactly because people were coming away from that and they were putting their books up, okay? They're all excited. They're putting their books, okay? And Nikki Haley has written a book called In All Due Respect, all right? So I said, yes, exactly what I thought, a book signing. That freaked this particular individual out. One, I took their picture that they posted. They posted 30 pictures. They're friends of mine. It's a friend of mine on Facebook, someone that sent me a friend request. And I took the picture and I actually took her face out. So if she got mad, you know, but I showed the book and I put it online. And I say I did. I say I did it. I'll say, boy, I did it. So anyhow, I put it online and here it is. And I wrote, and I got two nasty messages. One from a woman I expected because she doesn't know how to do anything but send a nasty message. Just hates everything. So she put a message out there on Facebook under what I put up. This is beneath you. What the hell? What's beneath me? I did. I will look at the camera. I said, yes, a book signing, just like I thought. Well, there were no books there. Nikki Haley did not have her books there. So it wasn't a book signing, and you're misrepresenting the picture and misrepresenting what happened. I have a picture of 2 or 3 ladies standing in line to get their book signed. Now, put that up now. And this individual, God bless Nikki Haley. this individual that is all bent out of shape at me, your host, such a nice guy. She's all bent out of shape, right? So she's demanding I take her picture down, demanding. Well, this is another one of your pictures because you put it up. Boom. And then I have a picture of 3 or 4 women. So if you want to say Rope Line Kelly, the phony manufactured senator of the state of Georgia, doing as she's told and handled to do, no impromptu press conference or anything. If you want to say that you're upset because Nikki Haley came, and I'd like to know what she was paid to show up for the endorsement. I do believe that. Was there money from, look, why she didn't get paid? Look, there are people that put money in a PAC, that put money here, that put money here, and then donated, and you can't find it. But Nikki Haley, I'm going to look you in the camera. Nikki Haley did not come and stand on that stage. You ready? Because if you're out there and you're one of them elite Republican establishment grassroots supporter, okay, with the deep pockets and the pearls and the bow ties, let me just tell you, Nikki Haley did not come to Marietta and stand on that stage next to Rope Line Kelly for free. She didn't do it for free. And you stood in line and got your book signed. So I guess I can officially say it was a book signing. How you like those apples? So anyhow, this woman is all bent out of shape. She is smoking because I won't take the picture. So I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I said, I'll consider taking the picture down. I'll consider it, right? I'll think about it. First of all, you're not going to demand to tell me what to take down, but I'll think about it. So I said to the individual, I said, give me a call. Give me a call. Here's my number. I would like to ask you a couple questions off the record. I'm not going to expose. I want to hear a little bit about the event, and after that, I'll consider taking the picture down. It was a nice text. You know what I got back? I'm not going to read it because I'm not going to go into there because I'm going to respect the conversation as somewhat private, I guess. I don't have to answer any of your questions or speak to you. You take the picture. What the hell? I just wanted a little. So that's when I sent back. I did. You know me. I said, look, after I went back and forth, I understand. If you see the pictures, she's an elite, right? Good for you, right? But I sent back and I said, you know what? I understand you're an elite. I did. Elite establishment Republican, and you're too good to talk to me. I get it. You don't have to insult me. That's who you are. It's not an insult. So they're freaking out. We're under their skin. They're freaking out. They can't take it because yesterday, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to end the show. I got something else I want to do before we go. But let me say this, okay? Give me number 70. All right, so here is what has happened. All right, there's the book signing. Here's what has happened. Now, Kelly Loeffler has Brian Kemp by the blank. Feel like Gene Rayburn on Match Game. Senator from Georgia. Where's that big long mic? Senator from Georgia. Kelly Loeffler has the governor, Brian Kemp, by the blank. You see Richard Dawson. I want to see Charles Nelson Riley writing his answer. All right. For those, that's generational. You maybe didn't understand. But so Kemp has left his at the door, as all men do that encounter this woman. Okay. And here's what has happened. And I don't want to say I'm going to be careful with this. People in the Loeffler campaign seem to have access to the documents and may I say email address book of the Kemp campaign. So Brian Kemp, Governor Kemp is running, and he released his grassroots leaders for every county. And it seems like the Loeffler campaign seems to have the same email addresses and the same MO. And I think the Loeffler campaign has access to Kemp's stuff. For immediate release, Wednesday, Senator Kelly Loeffler announces grassroots leaders in all 159 counties. Today, conservative businesswoman and political outsider Kelly Loeffler announced support from over 300 grassroots leaders in all 159 counties across Georgia. Georgia's 159 counties are second only to Texas, which has 254. With grassroots supporters dedicated to mobilize each of Georgia counties, Senator Loeffler's campaign has a strong foundation in every part of the state ahead of November's election. Well, I happen to have gone through her list, and there are people, and I'm not at liberty to say because one individual said it has to be off the record, so I can't go public. Supposedly, at least one of the grassroots supporters on the list has called the Loeffler, and I'd like to know if somebody could substantiate this in the Loeffler campaign, if they will have the nerve to say one individual has called or texted and said, I want off your list. I didn't tell you I was going to be on your list. That's what they told. Actually, that's what they told me yesterday. Okay. I called one individual and said, why did you do that? So supposedly they're in an uproar over this individual saying that they want removed from the list. I understand that a lot of the people are coming out, several are coming out saying, I never agreed to be on your list. Now, let me say this. We'll narrow it down to the 9th district because I only have 5 minutes. And I want to thank Joe Biden for something. All right, before you cringe, I got to thank Joe Biden for something, because when he spouted off to that guy wearing a hard hat the other day, he now opened the door that I can do this and feel I haven't done anything that Joe hasn't done. I mean, if it's okay for Joe, why can't I do it? All right. But anyhow, if you're in the 9th congressional district, we'll just stay there for now, and your name under those counties appear on Kelly Loeffler's list of grassroots coordinators, okay? You made 2 lists in the 9th district. Wait a minute. Just public service announcement here. I am not endorsing Congressman Doug Collins, nor do I endorse in any race with the exception of the President of the United States, which I fully endorse Donald Trump. There you go. If you're in a 9th congressional district and you are on that list, you made 2 lists yesterday. Yes, you're on Loeffler's list and you made the shit list. You got it? Yeah, you made the 9th district shit list. Now, I'm not endorsing Doug. But I want you to know right now, here's what happens, okay? These people get a call. Now, this woman is the wealthiest member of Congress. Wealthiest Kelly Loeffler is. And there's a lot of digging going on because Jeffrey, her husband, and Brian Kemp, I'm just saying there might be some business dealings that we need to know about in Georgia. I'm just saying. We may need to know about some business dealings in Georgia. Okay. So you make the shit list. Sorry, Joe Biden did that, not me. Don't come after me. Why am I the bad guy? What happens is these people call, and this wealthy woman, and they feel all excited that they've been asked to do something. They feel like, oh my God, I've got this great big position. But here is the facts for the majority of the 159 counties and 160 to Stacey Abrams that made one up, just like her mentor, Barack Hussein Obama, who had extra states at his time. But here, 159 counties, Kelly Loeffler, okay, go look through the list and then research the people, because we're doing it today. When I say we, my research department, okay, is going through and we're looking at, and we're going to highlight your establishment Republican elites, elite establishment Republicans. This is not a grassroots effort, okay? It's not. Far from it. Rope Line Kelly will be back tomorrow morning at Circuit World. Go ahead and put the Trump, we're saving the world together. This, when I say we're going to save the world together, this is us working together to say that flag goes up. You got it? Put a big note. Anytime BKP says it's time to save the United States, the flag goes up. Tomorrow we'll be at Circuit World in Blue Ridge. And we will have Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley. We will have the All-Star Political Panel. I hope Jane's back. Just thinking. We will have North Georgia Senior Living with Jesse Barton. And then we will have the Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. Sunday, we launch FYN Sunday edition. And don't forget, you can get your app. There it is, Sunday. No politics, no arrest records, and you can get your app today. FYN TV, it's that simple. The Google Play Store, Apple TV. You can download it on Apple TV, Amazon. I have to go because I'm probably going to have this lady call and freak out because I put, with all due respect, God bless Nikki Haley on the show. Oh my God, I can smell the lawyers, the ink drying off the pen of them trying to come after me, damn it. Well, gives me something to do. I'll see you in the morning.